Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're projecting just a bit into the future to look at the definitive roadmap for high-value tech skills. The AI landscape of 2026 is rapidly taking shape. And look, keeping up is no longer just about novelty, it's about strategic career placement. So let's map out the exact tools you need to start learning right now.
Here's how we're going to break this down today. First, we'll map out the 2026 AI landscape. Then we'll hit core skills and chatbots. After that, we're diving into generative media and coding, followed by AI agents and automation. And finally, we'll wrap up with earning potential and demand.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Part 1. The 2026 AI landscape, the new frontier of work.
AI is definitely not just a novelty anymore. By 2026, we're talking about the fundamental infrastructure of the entire digital economy. So, throughout this explainer, we're going to evaluate 14 highly demanded tools, and we're looking at them through 4 absolutely critical metrics: market demand, expected salaries, learning difficulty, and freelancing opportunities. Basically, we're using these specific economic lenses to help you figure out exactly how to maximize your return on investment.
Moving right along to Section 2, Core Skills and Chatbots. This is our foundational layer.
You know, before we even think about building complex systems, it all has to start with prompt engineering. It's literally the bedrock skill powering this new tech economy. Whether you're in marketing, finance, human resources, whatever, the cross-sector demand for professionals who can effectively steer these models to get optimal, high-value outputs is just massive.
So what are the actual tools? Well, on one side, we have conversational heavyweights like ChatGPT and Claude. These are basically your go-to tools for daily problem solving or quick code snippets. But then, contrast that with something like Gemini, which is tapped right into real-time Google ecosystem data. Or take Notebook LM. This thing is wild. It can instantly synthesize a massive 50-page financial report into a few key takeaways. It's absolutely crucial to know which tool fits which task.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the ratio of effort to reward. The learning curve for prompt engineering, ChatGPT, and Claude is remarkably low. I mean, you could genuinely pick these up over a single weekend, and yet the freelancing opportunities are absolutely abundant. Mastering these foundational tools gives you this massive, immediate return for things like freelance copywriting, deep research, or virtual assistants.
All right, on to Section 3, Generative Media and Coding, Specialized Outputs. This is where things get really fun. We're moving up the skill stack into highly specialized asset creation. Think Midjourney for hyper-realistic commercial art, 11 Labs for unbelievably lifelike voice cloning, and Runway for cinematic video generation. Mastering this trio, it's a total game changer. It essentially allows one single freelancer to offer a lucrative, full agency production suite without ever leaving their laptop.
And over on the coding side, there's a really fascinating split happening. We've got CrewAI, which acts as an incredibly powerful developer copilot, helping you write and debug complex code way faster. But then, contrast that with platforms like Lovable and Bolt. These are pushing the boundaries of rapid application generation. They allow users to literally spin up fully functioning web apps from just a simple text prompt in a matter of minutes. It's mind-blowing.
So, to sum up this generative layer, the media tools have a moderate learning curve, but they offer excellent freelancing prospects. The coding tools, on the other hand, well, they definitely have a steeper learning difficulty. You do need some technical grounding, but, and this is a big but, conquering that steeper curve unlocks immense opportunities in software development, and naturally, it commands significantly higher salaries.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 4, AI agents and automation. This is the ultimate high-value tier.
Okay, we've talked about text, media, and code. But this right here is the absolute pinnacle of 2026, AI agents. These are autonomous systems that can perceive their environment, make decisions, and execute multi-step workflows to hit complex goals, all without any human intervention. Building these is projected to be the single most lucrative skill set you can have. Think about it. Businesses don't just want software tools anymore, they want digital employees that just do the work for them.
So how exactly do we build these automated workflows? It usually boils down to a choice between accessible automation and advanced logic. Zapier represents the accessible side. It's got widespread integrations across thousands of apps, an intuitive interface, and it's pretty easy to learn for basic task handoffs. On the flip side, we have NAN. Now this is for advanced node workflows. It's a highly complex developer-centric automation engine that gives you deep, customized logic and complex API branching.
A really clear pattern is starting to emerge here. Zapier has a moderate learning curve with great freelance potential, but building custom AI agents in N8N? That has the steepest learning difficulty of anything we've covered today. But remember, in this 2026 landscape, doing the hard things that others just won't do directly translates to the highest possible market demand and maximum salary potential.
So the crucial point is coming up here in Section 5, earning potential and demand, maximizing your ROI.
Let's wrap this up by looking at the hard economic reality. Advancing your skills to these specific categories directly correlates with exponential salary growth. Core skills, that forms your baseline. It's good to have, but it's common. Stepping up to generative media and code pushes you into a significantly higher bracket. But mastering agents and automation, that pushes your earning potential to the absolute maximum.
And you might be wondering, why do those salaries look the way they do? Well, the market for core chatbots is becoming pretty saturated. It's now the smallest slice of unmet demand. That medium slice is coding and media, but the absolute largest slice, the massive, hungry, unmet demand of 2026, lies entirely in building custom agents and automated workflows for businesses that are desperately trying to scale.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact roadmap you need to follow starting today. Step 1. Overcome the learning difficulty head-on. Seriously, lean into the hard tools like N8N and Cursor. Step 2. Fulfill that massive market demand by targeting companies that are just starving for automation talent. And step 3, unlock those top-tier salaries and elite freelancing gigs.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. The 2026 AI landscape isn't some distant science fiction. It is literally being built right now. The tools are here, the demand is incredibly clear, and the financial rewards are just waiting for those willing to put in the work. So, the 2026 AI landscape is built. Where will you stake your claim? Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Stay curious, get out there, and start building those skills.